Ransomware is essentially a piece of software that will get onto your computer. Usually you don't know that it got on your computer. Typically that's going to be from clicking on something in an email or on a website that looks innocuous but winds up downloading onto your system, and then it operates in the background. It can do a whole bunch of different things. It can phone home, which could be to the bad guys that are looking to steal your data. It can also crawl your network and look for sources of data. The objective of ransomware is to gain access and gain control inside of your network using whatever privileges and credentials you have to then lock up data, which that's where the ransom comes in. That once the data is locked up, you will get a message on your system that says, hey, if you want your data back, please pay this ransom, hence the name ransomware. And it's usually requesting payment in some form of cryptocurrency, which cannot be traced. But it sort of defines the business model for the bad guys in the internet world right now. How do you derive revenue? You infect as many systems as you can, encrypt as much data as you can, and some percentage of those people are going to turn around and pay the ransom. One of the biggest things that you can do to prevent ransomware from getting into your system is to educate your end users. They are both the first and last line of defense against really the bad guys getting into your network. So awareness of what does ransomware look like? What should you be aware of when you get an email that's from a source that might look a little suspicious? Even if it doesn't look a little suspicious, what should you be looking for on those emails or on those websites? So educating the end users is one of the biggest things you can do to prevent ransomware from getting inside of your company. The other pieces are technical in nature. So making sure you've got a good firewall, making sure you've got good password policies in place, making sure you've got good backups. Because again, the point of the ransomware is to lock up and encrypt your data. And if you want to get your data back, you have to pay a ransom. Well, if you have a good solid backup of your data that's stored somewhere else off your network, you can restore it and never have to deal with the ransom. So all of those things combine, end user training, good tools and processes and procedures from firewalls to passwords to network security layers put in place, and then having that solid backup will allow you to recover from a ransomware attack. And no one is immune from being attacked by ransomware. Anybody that's out on the internet, if your business has a website, if you use the internet on a regular basis, you are a target. And unfortunately, that's just the state of the world right now. So having the good tools in place, teaching your end users what to look for and be aware of what's out there, identifying it as quickly as possible minimizes the damage. And again, having that backup in place allows you to recover from a ransomware attack.